Toys come and go, and each year there's a new crop of popular toys that are marketed at children as the next big thing. However, most toys are quickly forgotten and relegated to the household attic or a garage sale. But there have been a few toys that have defied the odds and managed to appeal to generations of children and endure despite the latest trends and fashions. And what's interesting is how simple many of the most popular toys of all time are. In fact, many of the most memorable toys are known as novelties, toys that were made as a gimmick but managed to grab hold of the popular imagination and make an indelible impression. Here are 5 of the best novelty toys of all time. At number 5, Mr. Potato Head. A true classic, Mr. Potato Head was invented by George Lerner as an attempt to get his kids to eat their vegetables. Lerner initially created a set of 28 plug-in facial features to be distributed in cereal boxes and placed in real potatoes. The Hassenfeld Brothers Company, which would later become toy giant Hasbro, loved the idea and decided to market it. The original Mr. Potato Head, then just a set of pointy features that kids stuck into a real potato, appeared in 1952. It became the first toy with a dedicated television commercial and helped Hasbro earn more than $4 million in a few months. The plastic version of Mr. Potato Head appeared in 1964, turning the popular Spud into the version people are familiar with today. A toy that can even claim movie star status next to the Toy Story movie franchise, which features a Mr. Potato Head character voiced by comedian Don Rickles. At number 4, the yo-yo. The yo-yo. Strangely, versions of the yo-yo can be traced back to nearly 500 BC. There are cave drawings featuring the device. However, the modern-day yo-yo appeared in the late 1920s, when a U.S. immigrant named Pedro Flores ignited an international craze. Born in the Philippines, Flores saw the toy's potential in the U.S. after remembering its Filipino popularity. The toy had been called yo-yo for hundreds of years in Asia. While working as a bellboy, Flores founded the Yo-Yo Manufacturing Company in 1928. After selling handmade yo-yos to children across Los Angeles, he was able to secure financing to open a factory for the toy. Within a year, the company was producing 300,000 yo-yos a day and shipping them around the world. Dubbed a wonder toy, the yo-yo became the first full-blown toy craze in the US, with yo-yo contests popping up all over the country. Walk the dog, anyone? At number 3, the hula hoop. As with the yo-yo, people have been using hula hoops for hundreds of years. During the first half of the 20th century, the best way to see someone use a hula hoop was to watch Chinese acrobats twirl multiple hoops on their arms, legs, and torsos. Then, in 1958, Whammo founders Richard Nur and Arthur Mellon saw the potential in the hoop and began to market a 40-inch version to kids. Thanks to a savvy marketing campaign, 25 million hula hoops were sold within a few months of the product's official launch, and a new toy craze was created. Suddenly, kids all over America were spinning hoops around their hips and waists, and not just in their driveways. Hula hoop competitions became super popular in the 1950s, and hula hooping teenagers remain one of the iconic images of the 1950s. The invention of the hula hoop was featured in the 1994 Coen Brothers movie, The Hudsucker Proxy. You know, for kids. At number 2, the Rubik's Cube. The Rubik's Cube has consistently been a best-selling toy around the world since Hungarian inventor Erno Rubik created the first 3-dimensional color-coded puzzle cube in the mid-1970s. A household name ever since, toy manufacturer Ideal brought the Rubik's Cube to the US in 1980, where it became an instant hit and spawned yet another toy craze. Millions of kids and their parents became obsessed with solving the Rubik's Cube and its colored squares. Because sides could be rotated on any axis, restoring the cube to its original color pattern was, and remains, very difficult. Different versions of the device have been marketed over the years, including the Rubik's Snake, Rubik's Triangle, and even a Rubik's Circle. And competitions are held around the world to see who is the fastest at solving the original, and still best, Rubik's Cube. And at number 1, the Slinky. Has there ever been a better novelty toy than the Slinky? Who does not remember the classic song, a spring, a marvelous thing, everyone knows it's Slinky. And believe it or not, the Slinky was an accident. Created by mechanical engineer Richard James in 1943, the first Slinky was the mistaken byproduct of a new line of springs designed to keep fragile equipment steady on ships. After knocking one of his springs from a shelf, James observed that it walked down from its spot instead of falling to the ground. Using a machine designed to coil wire into a 2-inch spiral, and with a name picked by his wife, James began producing his novelty Slinky and marketing as a toy for kids. Although it was slow to catch, the Slinky got its big break during Christmas 1945, when Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia let James demonstrate his new creation. Within minutes, he sold 400 Slinky toys. Today, more than 250 million Slinkies have been sold and counting, making it one of the biggest selling toys in history. Not bad for a piece of coiled wire. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Trending 10s, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.